Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to New Zealand for the 15th race in the NRSL Jerky Pro Truck Series. We're here at Pukekohe Park Raceway for 23 laps of action in what is known to be the wildest road course race on the schedule. Came here first in 2017, skipped for 2 years, and came back for 2020 as far as the Jerky Pro Truck Series is concerned, but this track has been a staple in the Digital Storm Cup Series. I'm joined by Vince Freeze for this one.
And welcome to Pukekohe Park. We got, I guess you could say, a hometown here on Fitzwater, even though he's in Aussie land. Here, he'll be back in the field. We got Will Parrish, the Dega winner on pole. And, of course, points leaders fear this place because this is one of those unpredictable stretches we go into for the Truck Series. Back to you, Zach, on the pre-race grid.
Let's go through the starting lineup. Gatlin Downey will start to Parrish's left. Downey comes in fourth in the points, 26 points back of Baranowskis. It's currently a four-man race, or four-horse race, I guess you could say. Row 2 is Colt Hudson and Jonathan Wong. Hudson did not qualify for the cup race, or cup races, I should say, because of the inverted field. Row 3, Donovan Cage and Jack James. Row 4, Delon Ibrahimian and RJ Bishop, who came close at Talladega. He's still looking for career win number 1. And in row 5 is Zachary Fitzwater Sr., the Aussie himself, and Laura Chung. I'm going to go through the rest of the starting grid as Vince goes over the minimal amount of race notes.
Yeah, really the only race notes is Philip Parker, Carter Freeze in 2017, 2020, respectively, won. This place really is anything goes, but if there is one thing we have to take note of, that first turn with the pole sitter, we've seen it last year, I believe, with Fitzwater. And I'm not sure if it was in this series or Jerky Pro or the V8s, you can run wide and get into the turn one wall. And then, of course, I have this famous saying as you go down this long backstretch in the garage dump turn. It's literally like a garage park, and you just dump people. We'll see how that plays a role in the opening lap. There's no pit stops. It's a full 23-lap brawl.
James Ellison qualified poorly. He comes in third in the points, 25 points back of Baranowskis. Zach Rogers also qualifying outside the top 10. There he is next to Josiah Robinson. He comes in 22 points behind Baranowskis. And the 21 is actually a few rows behind him. And that is where they start. Charles Sanford in the 33 truck today. And in the 9 truck is Nico Tringali as we go trackside. Looking at the rest of the point standings, Yael Carrillo comes in 5th in the points, 78 points back. Henry Sanford, 83 back. Max Anderson, 84 back now. He has not had a top 5 since his win at North Wilkesboro. Heck, he hasn't even had a top 10. Jonathan Wong, 8th in the points, 86 points back. 123 back is Colt Hudson, and 124 back is Donovan Cage. This track is known to be wild. We could see another rookie winner, but there are a lot of veterans up here at the front. Vince, what do you think?
Fitzwater. I mean, I gotta think he's gonna get through the field and he'll take care of business today. I think the home fans like to see that. We know he's the all-time Truck Series leader on road courses. I'm gonna go with Fitzy. A surprise though, I think Downey's got to get his championship in order because that's really where the main battle is. We enter the final chicane here to get to the start-finish line.
And that's indeed correct. He's the only one starting inside the top 10. Top 3 run, top 5 run compared to the others would be huge for the points battle. This is the last race for about a month until we go to Oswego in August.
Here you go. Will Parrish, green flag here at Pukekohe Park. What happens in the turn 1 and 2, the complex?
All incidents will be looked at after the conclusion of the race.
What a flyer by Will Parrish, as you see. Oh, 3 wide there. Fitzy making it 3 wide. He knows it's time to go.
And we've already got problems in the back. A couple trucks out there. But the hairpin's where things get really dicey. Looks like Owen Miles was involved in something.
Yeah, garbage dump turn right here. What happens? Donovan Cage on the back of Hudson. Gotta be careful.
Oh, and Jack James goes around. Colton Schwartz, Laura Chung. James Ellison's truck appears to be A-OK. Deanna Jones has front end damage. Carrillo we saw on the tires. Brad Lewis involved. But Parrish will lead the first lap.
Something happened to Fitzwater, Zach.
Fitzwater is nowhere to be found. Zach Rogers up to 9th place. Baranowskis made it up to 7th. And the 77 has retired, Vince.
I think at the end of that garage dump turn, he clipped somebody, and I think he got left and right rear damage. I'm not 100% sure hood damage, but we'll have to check the replay.
Meanwhile, at the front, it's Colt Hudson and Donovan Cage chasing Will Parrish. Also out of the race, RJ Bishop and Henry Sanford.
Ironically, he's top. Yeah, go for it.
Henry Sanford had been on a charge after not getting the top 10 in the first 4 races or so, but that charge has ended here today. We believe Owen Miles will be done too. Go ahead, Vince.
Ironically, these top 3 have all won a race this season, if I'm not mistaken. So there's no threat of a repeat winner right now, or no threat of a first-time winner right now. It's interesting.
The ones without a win, highest in the running order right now, are Downey and Wong, right there, 4th and 5th.
Well, I'm going to go deeps in the brakes here. A little wide from Paris, a little wide from Hudson. Donovan Cage looking for second. Baranowskis is back there.
Baranowskis up to 6th over Robinson. Zach Rogers 8th. Tringali 9th. And Sam Young 10th. More drivers on pit road. Those drivers appear to be the 02 of Christian Vargas, the 83 of Laura Chung. As Ellison is at the back of the running order with Deanna Jones, so it looks like he was involved in something. He remains on the racetrack trying to gain points. Oh, Charles Sanford's destroyed. That's the other truck there on the pit lane.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the lap trucks too, because this is a 52, 53, 54 second lap at most. Maybe at the end of the race we might see. There you see. We scroll through the field.
This is the battle to get in the top 10 as Nicholas Jawit passes Tringali. Sam Young is all over the bumper of Zach Rogers.
Battle for second, click Donovan Cage. Made a move on Hudson, probably in the garbage dump.
Hudson has fallen down to a battle for third with Jonathan Wong.
I said in the last broadcast, Donovan Cage needs to get his road course prowess back up to have any chance at this championship. He's looking to try to capitalize here, get that win today.
124 points to make up. He's got to start winning a lot. There's the move on Parrish. Contact is made. Donovan with the all-time wins record at 6 career wins in Jerky Pro Truck Series competition. And he'll take the lead looking for number 7.
Yeah, this is Donovan Cage's chance to run because he's got a little damage now. What can Wong do in third? We don't know if Will Parrish is going to have the pace for the win today. He's a rookie. He needs to learn a little bit more.
And it's amazing how last year we had kind of the same thing happen here where Donovan Cage won at Papyrus. And, you know, we didn't expect him to win at Papyrus because it was a road course and he had won a speedway race up to that point. He's got 5 intermediate wins and 1 road course win, but today he is showing us once again that he knows how to get the elbows out here at the road courses. As Parrish will make a dive in, so will Jonathan Wong. Wong checked up there. Thought better of the 3-wide move. That can get dicey coming out of the hairpin.
They gotta be careful because look who's showing up. Is that Baranowskis back there looking to join his top 5?
That is correct. Baranowskis is closing up on Gatlin Downey.
And Robinson, too.
Robinson as well. Meanwhile, Jawit has moved up to 9th, or make it 8th. Sam Young in 9th. And Zachary DeLello is in the top 10 as Zach Rogers has fallen back to 11th. But the battle is on at the front. It's very rare we see a 7-truck battle at this racetrack. I believe last year it was a 2 to 4 truck battle. As the 02, 83, and 33 have all retired as well. Nobody is a lap down so far.
Yeah, the only thing to be careful here is brake bias and who has the best brake settings. Because that garbage dump turn is where you make most of the overtakes around here. You see Jonathan Wong pull a successful one right there. Now can he hunt down Donovan Cage? You see he's running a little lower line. He gets some clean air in the nose. The draft is very minimal around here, but down the backstretch it does prevail.
Now, if anybody would have a better shot at closing in on the championship, it would be Jonathan Wong, who is 86 points back to Donovan Cage's 124. And Jonathan Wong has yet to win a race since his rookie season where he won at Pocono. That was in 2018. That is his only career win in the Jerky Pro Truck Series. But he has been fast this year, surprisingly.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, Jonathan Wong, if he's going to go, he's got to be going quick because Downey just lost a spot to Baranowskis, and Baranowskis is having a consistent day so far.
Coming into the race, most top 10s out of any driver goes to James Ellison with 9. That could change today if Baranowskis gets the top 10. She and Henry Sanford came in with 8 top 10s on the season. So surprisingly, a bit of a calmer race here, Vince. This could be signs of something to come in Digital Storm as the 23 has fallen a lap down, so it looks like maybe issues for Daniel Bouchard. As Ellison has made it up to 32nd, but Deanna Jones is all over his back bumper.
Yeah, I don't know about these three. I want to say they will get lapped, but I don't know. We have to see where their pace is. Because 38 seconds, we're only about 15 seconds away.
Ellison and them are about running the same times as these drivers. As Cage gets pushed wide by Wong. Parrish looking back for 2nd. Baranowskis looking for 4th. Yael Carrillo 29th. I'm just looking at the standings here as Parrish and Wong battle. Benjamin Ice 25th last time at the line. Nareza 22nd. Bradley Ream in 20th. Vince Freeze 19th. Friesen 17th, Catano 16th, Anderson 15th, Tringali 14th, Cologne 13th, Zach Rogers 12th, and Jack James 11th as the running order changes a little bit there on the screen. As you see your top 10 now on the board. So Parrish back up the 2nd place fence. He will not fade away just yet, as even Josiah Robinson, the other rookie out of the top 7, has been able to hang on. Perhaps draft playing a factor there, but Parrish up here making moves as he's going to go wide there, and oh, Hudson just got turned. That's going to end Hudson's top 10 run. He is going to take it to pit road, so that is a tough break for the man who came in 9th in the standings. And that could just be the nail in the coffin for his championship season hunt. Came in 123 points back. That's probably going to end it right there, with Baranowskis running top 10.
Yeah, potentially top 3 here. That could be yeah. Oh, this battle up front, though, Zach, even with that one loss of truck, look at this. I haven't seen a Pukekohe battle. I screwed that up bad. In a long time, though, we have, look at this. I mean, is that Baranowskis going to try to go 3 wide? We're just going to back off it.
Baranowskis with a big run is going to try and push Wong past Parrish, and Cage knows she's going to make it 3 wide. Cage lifts. He's like, no, thank you. Cage might actually have a problem.
He's got a problem, Zach. He just... Oh, someone's got damage. I think that's Robinson. He's got some hood damage.
No problem for Donovan. Oh, Donovan Cage is going to pit road. So problem for the 6. Not sure what it was. We're not getting any reading over here. But that gave Baranowskis the race lead.
That championship costly move for Donovan Cage. Is that his championship over? Because now if Baranowskis wins this race, the rest of the field is could be in trouble.
Speaking of that championship battle, Gatlin Downey's the closest one here, running in 4th place. Zach Rogers is outside of the top 10, still in 11th, and Ellison is now up to 29th. Hudson has retired. Bouchard has retired. Donovan Cage is still on pit road.
I think Wong might have something to say about it, though.
Downey looking to move up to 3rd over Parrish. And Cage is still on the pit lane. Joshua Teppensaw is on the pit lane. So an unknown problem for the 6th of Donovan Cage. It's going to take him out of this thing. Looks like Derek Hamill is a lap down. Rookie battle here for 4th place between Parrish and Robinson. Parrish getting dicey there, but he will fall down to 5th.
Ninja Wheat's coming too in that second pack. I don't think it's over for this top 5 battle just yet.
Looks like the 39 has some front end damage that could be hindering his pace and be the reason why he is not inside the top 10 right now over the likes of Cologne, DeLello, and Jawit, as they have started to close the gap now because of all that just happened. So a veteran top 3, but Downey now a considerable amount of distance away from Wong and Baranowskis as they come to 10 laps to go. Fall off is at about half a second to 7/8 of a second.
Yeah, there's really not much to say, Zach, in terms of technicalities at this place. It's a pretty straight shooting track, stop and go, right? You got the hairpin, and then you got the first couple chicanes and S's, and that's it. It's really all about how you draft a little bit in the truck series and where you get the run in the brake zone.
Field is quite spread out. There's Donovan Cage, unsure what his issue was. See Logan Williams and Derek Hamill back there as well. Wong is not giving up. He's all over the bumper of Baranowskis. As the fight for top 10 spots continues, drivers trying to get a few extra points here. That's DeLello looking for 6th on Jawit. As Stephen Cologne just took 9th away from Jack James. Good run for the 13, coming in 16th in the standings. Let's pull up his stats here real quick. He's got 1 top 5 and 3 top 10s. Meanwhile, Sam Young running in 8th. He comes in 21st in the points. It has not been Sam Young's year at all. He comes into this race with just 2 top 10s on the year. Wong is not giving up. He's all over Baranowskis' back bumper, Vince.
I think Wong's better in that, like I said, that garbage dump hairpin. But I think Baranowskis, if I just go on board with a lap, seems to have better paces in the first sector, which would be the S's right before the front, the back stretch, the entry. Let's see what happens here. If we can get a, yeah, we get onboard. That's it. Here we go. Let's see, Baranowskis just has a little bit better drive. Wong's a little bit better in the braking zone than the stop and go section. Baranowskis has that lateral grip on the outside. Now let's see what Wong can do here in this brake zone.
Right here, he's going to start to get a little pull from the draft. It's equaling out. Still no real draft run here. About even there, and then into the hairpin we go. Look at how he dives it in there. Oh. Doesn't want a wrecker, it seems, for this win.
He needs to be up. Hey, go for it.
We have lap traffic coming up on the picture.
Yeah, let's get back to that. But he needs to be just a little bit closer. I think it's Hamill in front.
That is correct. It looks like the 16 of Colton Schwartz has made a visit to pit lane. And he is now a lap down as Ellison just keeps getting free spots. He's up to 26th. Zach Rogers has fallen down to 12th, so it looks like Rogers will continue to go down. Ellison is going to continue to go up, and Downey is sitting in 3rd as Robinson has made it up to 4th. As Parrish and a bunch of the other rookies are battling back here for spots inside the top 10 and potentially a top 5 spot here with the 10 currently in 5th place. Oh, and there's been a wreck.
Oh.
Derek Hamill was turned, and Jonathan Wong is taking the lead.
Now the question is, did Hamill get hit? But looks like Jonathan Wong played the aggressive car. We'll have to go in a replay because I have no idea.
We will have to take a look at that after the race has been completed. I'm not sure if maybe that was a move by Wong or by Baranowskis. My guess here, Vince, is that Wong made a move to the right and Baranowskis had her nose cut off by the 32 by trying to go to the left, and that's what turned the 32 truck around, and it cost Baranowskis the lead. But that's just my guess, that's my theory, so we'll see for sure what happened once the race has been completed. But we have 6 laps to go in this one, and it's a 2-horse race.
I think it might be 3s that we got another lapper coming. That might be the key. Who gets around the lappers is Baranowskis.
Oh, and Baranowskis turns Jonathan Wong out of it.
Sam Young's wide. That's... Oh, wow.
And that is one of the most controversial moves I have seen in a long time at this racetrack. Jonathan Wong gave her all the room out of the hairpin for several laps. And the second he gets in front of her, they go into the hairpin and she dumps him.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaker right there. Well, and now Baranowskis just has one thing to do. Get around this lap truck, and I don't think there's any penalties here, so...
That is correct. We do not do penalties in the Jerky Pro Truck Series or Digital Storm Cup Series.
This is the race right here.
He's going to go into this corner side by side with Logan Williams. Not going to be able to clear him there.
I don't see Downey making almost a 4-second gap up Zach in 4 lap. I don't see it. I think this race is Baranowskis to lose.
Just want to touch base on the Jerky Pro drivers that missed the Cup race. They were Colt Hudson, Stephen Colon, Daniel Bouchard, and Logan Williams. Fastest lap on the race will go to last year's winner, Carter Friesen, a 55.046. Battle's on for second now between Downey and Robinson, as DeLello's in 4th and Jawita's in 5th. How about that, Vince? 3 rookies inside the top 5 on a road course.
Yeah, track position's everything here. You got to feel for Jonathan Wong, man. Just he did everything right. I mean, he played it clean and got nothing in return. That's I'll be talked about for a long time to come.
Jack James looking for 9th on Parrish, as Carter Friesen has really closed up the gap from outside the top 10, and he will look to take 10th place away from Sam Young. Friesen comes into this thing 17th in the points. And at 3 to go, he will take 10th place.
Like you said, Zach, this is it. This is the last truck race for a month, he said. You don't want to have a sour taste leaving here, because that month break will feel dreadful.
Well, Jonathan Wong was running in 7th now. He's trying to get back up to 6th here on Stephen Colon. Not a lot of damage. He didn't hit the wall as hard as Colt Hudson did. He kind of just smacked it with the right side of the truck, but then it just spun out, which I was surprised it bounced off as hard as it had. As we have a 3-wide move here for 3rd. Jawit, DeLello, and Robinson, and they keep it clean. Robinson is cleared by DeLello and moved DeLello from 4th to 3rd.
Rookies came to play, but barring some crazy circumstance, I think Baranowskis has got this, Zach.
No signs of lap traffic being a row. These two have been without hoods the whole race, but they have been fast. As it looks like Ellison will get 24th, barring an incident. But all eyes are on Audra Baranowskis, who is looking to get her 2nd win of the year. 7th top 5 and 9th top 10. And this will be career win number 6 to tie Donovan Cage for the most all time.
Well, looking for 2nd back there, I believe Downey. Yep.
DeLello with the shove into the hairpin will get it done, as they are going crazy back there, and that turns Jack James around Contact with the lap truck of Logan Williams will take him out of a top 10. Gene Sanford is up here looking for a top 10 spot, and I think Sam Young just got back inside the top 10 for that as the white flag is out. Friesen is up to 7th, and Gene Sanford now sits in 10th, as Stephen Colon fell out of the top 10 from that incident. Put Wong back up to 6th, and DeLello up to 2nd.
Andre Baranowski down the backstretch for the final time into the garbage dump hairpin. What a day. I mean, controversy or whatever you want to call it. It's a win's a win, I guess, here.
Baranowskis had been, for the most part, a well-liked driver. Will that change following this race? Or is this the start of a new journey for Baranowskis? Coming to the checkered flag, 6 career wins, 2nd of the year. And the points leader gets it done. DeLello will come home in 2nd place. He came into this race 31st in the points. And that'll be DeLello's first career top 5 and top 10 finish. Downey coming home 3rd for his 5th top 5 of the season. Jawet 4th. Robinson 5th. For those two, that is Robinson's first career top 5, 2nd top 10 of the year. He came in 41st in the standings. And Jawet came in... Where is Jawet? Jawet came in last out of all full-time drivers, 43rd in the points. That is also his first career top 5 and 2nd top 10 of his season. Wong 6th, Friesen 7th, Sam Young 8th, Will Parrish down the 9th at the end of that thing. And Gene Sanford rounds out the top 10. Notables, Zach Rogers 14th, Max Anderson 13th, Carrillo 19th, Tringali 20th, quiet all day, and James Ellison 24th. As you see all the retirees, Charles Sanford 36th, Fitzwater 40th, and Henry Sanford 41st. So now that the race is over, it's time to look at all the carnage. All right, looking at the first incident here. Starts with Owen Miles. There's your race winner in the Hornet's Nest. But Owen is going to get turned here by Enzo Nereza. Right there, move to the left, 3 wide. And just barely going to clip him. That sends Owen sideways into the tires, passenger side hit. He done. Nereza around. Charles Sanford gets spun out. Deanna Jones is in the grass making contact. Roy Ribbleton gets turned there by Christian Vargas. DeLello was sideways up here. Bouchard loses grip. See Deanna Jones with heavy front end damage. So that was the first part of the lap 1 incident. And then I believe Ibrahimium's going to kick this off.
You go into the garbage dump here.
You can just see how hard everyone's slamming the brakes and everything. But the accordion effect is huge. And so Ibrahimium gets run into by Fitzwater. And that spins Jack James, Laura Chung, Colton Schwartz. That's where Zach Rogers got his front end damage. RJ Bishop. Nobody else got into anybody there. RJ actually is going to clip the tires, I think. And so Fitzwater with all that front end damage, Vince, I think what he did here was Right to pit lane.
It's a tough one for Fitzy.
That is just the nature of this track. So now let's find our next incident. Alright, so this is a very unique incident right here. So Laura Chung is going to get turned by, I believe it's Derek Hamill. Yep, there's the move to the left. 83 a little loose, and yoink. Laura goes practically head on into the tires. Then Vargas gets turned by Roy Ribbleton. He goes head on into the tires after making contact with Chung's truck. Ribbleton spins out, and Hamill goes in the grass. And then something else happened to Charles Sanford on this lap. So let's see if we can figure this one out.
Just going straight here. Ooh, the brakes, maybe?
Oh, there was another incident up here. Hang on. That was with Benjamin Ice and Mitchell Collins.
Oh, four wide, maybe?
Practically 3 wide, 4 wide. And hey, James Ellison was running up near the top 20 at this point. I'm wondering if something else happened to him.
Yeah,
maybe a future spin to look at, but this was Max Anderson looking 4 wide.
And he pulls it off.
Collins is the one who gets in the ice and just loses it. But they made that 4 wide work at the center of the corner, so that's crazy. So, and let's see if we can figure out what happened to the 33 here. Wondering if it's another turn 1 type incident. Oh, I thought it was going to be right there for a second.
Is that 3 wide again? Oh, this could be bad right here. Let's see.
Oh, and he just overhooked it. And good night.
Now, what happened to Ellison? Because it seems like he was up here.
Well, Ellison's already gone. Where'd he go?
You go to the pit lane?
That is exactly what he did. So Ellison pit for damage, it seems, and this is where he came out. Alright, on to the next incident. Looking at what happened to Daniel Bouchard. Same song, different dance to Charles Sanford's wreck. And Bouchard just got the left sides in the grass, and there was no saving it. Tried to get the right sides back on the asphalt, couldn't do it, and he is along for the ride. And his day was ended.
That grass is like ice, literal ice. Just skate off in there.
Got another incident involving the 32 of Derek Hamill. This one involved Joshua Teppensaw and Benjamin Ice. Benjamin Ice is going to get into Hamill. Actually, no. Actually, Hamill gets into... Hamill just sends it, and then Ice Teppensaw checks up, and Ice gets into Teppensaw. Teppensaw is the one that loses it completely, his day over. Hamill gets in the barrels and would go on to keep racing. Yeah, let's go on to the next one. Taking another look at what took out Colt Hudson from the race. This has involved Gatlin Downey racing for 5th place. See, Downey gets a little help from Josiah Robinson. And And that turns Hudson into the wall.
Stay over for Cole Hudson, Springfield winner.
Look at what happened to Colton Schwartz. This was on lap 15. Racing with Brad Lewis for 24th place. And Brad is just going to turn him right into the wall. And that ended his day. So this was what caused Jonathan Wong to take the race lead. This was on the 7 to go lap. So they're going to come up on Derek Hamill. Hamill's holding right, so Baranowskis thinks, okay, I'll go left. And then Hamill came left some more. Contact was made. Baranowskis, what a wheel!
Ooh.
What a save. Hamill was the one who... went... Oh, man, I can't even speak. Hamill lost it. And then that gave the lead to Jonathan Wong.
That's great car control, because you would also lose it on the grass, and Baranowskis did a good job there. Got to give her credit.
Well, next lap, Baranowskis decided she wanted the lead back. Oh, and I don't know if you can actually fault that on Baranowskis. She just kept the front fender there. Wong came back to the right. But that'll definitely be a move that'll be talked about. Second to last incident to look at, and this occurred with Patrick Smith and Bradley Ream racing for 16th place. Patrick came into this thing 26th in the standings, and he got hooked by Bradley Ream, who came into this thing 25th in the standings. 5-point difference between the two coming into this race. But that ended Patrick Smith's day. We have one more incident to look at. So this is what happened to Logan Williams on the 2 to go. Stephen Colon catches up and just about hooks him right there. And then look at this move by Wong. Goes right to the right side of Colon. Colon can't get by Williams. He's leaning all over his back bumper. And here comes Jack James and the others. Now Colon goes to the left side of the 47. Now they're going 3 wide into the hairpin.
Carter Friesen here.
Friesen, Parrish, and Young get together, and Friesen is just going to turn Williams into Jack James. That cost Jack James a top 10 spot and then some. I believe he went on to finish 15th. And that is the case. Well, that'll do it for us today in the Jerky Pro Truck Series race. Audra Baranowskis is your winner. Maybe not so much controversial, but racing deal there kind of thing. It looked like Wong came to the right and while Baranowskis was still coming to the left. So just the nature of that turn, Vince. And we'll be back tomorrow for the first Digital Storm Cup race here. And then we'll see everybody the day after that for the second one.
You good old inversion? Welcome back. Signing off.